What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports Lovers, where we talk everything in sports. And although yesterday's video was fun, we're going to set that aside for now and talk about the NBA All-Star Game that is dropping. The Rising Stars game is tonight. We'll go over those rosters as well. This will be Friday's video, so technically it is tonight. And then we will go over the All-Star starters for tomorrow night's game as well. But let me know in the comments who you think will win the NBA All-Star Game, East or the West first. But before we do all of that, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys want to stay up to date on all things sports. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the Rising Stars roster. But let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Let's go ahead and hop right into the video. Okay, so the Rising Stars game is Joakim Noah and Team Paul Gasol. The Rising Stars game is going to be played between young NBA athletes who are rising in the league, obviously. That's why it's called the Rising Stars. We'll go ahead and break down Team Paul Gasol. So, for starters, it is Jose Alvarado from the New Orleans Pelicans, Pablo Banchero out of the Orlando Magic. He was selected number 1 overall. Jaden Ivey from the Detroit Pistons. Brendan Mercer, I don't know how you say that name, from the guard from the Indiana Pacers. You guys know who I'm talking about. Keegan Murray from the Sacramento Kings. Andrew Nembhard, he used to play for Florida and Gonzaga. He is playing from the Indiana Pacers. And Scotty Barnes, who is the forward for the Toronto Raptors. That's Team Paul Gasol, obviously. Let's go on to Team Joakim Noah. Next up, we have Team Joakim Noah, and it is going to be Josh Giddey from the Oklahoma City Thunder, Jalen Williams from the Oklahoma City Thunder, 2 Thunder players, that's shocking, Jalen Duren from the Detroit Pistons, Quentin Grimes out of New York, Evan Mobley out of Cleveland, Jeremy Sochan out of San Antonio, and Jabari Smith out of the Houston Rockets, out of Auburn Tigers, War Eagle. We have 2 players in the Rising Stars game. Those are just the starters for the teams. Hopefully, I am rooting for Jabari Smith and Walker Kessler in this game. I don't really care who wins. I just want to see some good basketball between Jabari and Walker Kessler. So, Team Deron Williams, that's next. Walker Kessler out of Utah. Surgeon out of Houston, the center for Houston. Trey Murphy out of New Orleans. AJ Griffin out of Atlanta. Jalen Green out of Houston. Barnes Holland out of Denver. And Franz Wagner out of Orlando. Moving on to Team Terry, it is from the G League. Scott Henderson out of G League Ignite. Sidney Clarkson out of G League Ignite. King out of G League Ignite as well. He's the forward. Kenneth out of the Memphis Hustle. Leonard Miller out of the Ignite. And Mac McClung out of Delaware as well. Delaware Bluecoats. And then Scottie Pippen Jr. out of the South Bay Lakers. That's the Rising Stars game. I'm hoping Jabari Smith's team wins. I'm rooting for Jabari Smith. Hopefully, that is the Rising Stars game. Now let's talk about the big game this weekend, as it is going to be the NBA All-Stars. We have the Eastern Conference and Western Conference starting lineups, some injury updates as well, so we'll go over those as well. Let's hop right into it. With the Eastern Conference, the coach is Joe Mazzulla and staff of the Boston Celtics. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the center. He is starting for the Milwaukee Bucks. Kyrie Irving is starting from the Dallas Mavericks now, not the Brooklyn Nets. Donovan Mitchell out of Cleveland. Kevin Durant out of Phoenix now, but he is out due to injury, so he will not be playing in the Rising Stars game. And Jason Tatum, a forward, out of the Boston Celtics. That's the Eastern Conference starters. Now for the Western Conference starters, the coach is Michael Malone and the Denver Nuggets staff. LeBron James out of the Lakers. Nikola Jokic out of Denver. Steph Curry out of Golden State, your boy. Luka out of Dallas, and Zion Williamson out of New Orleans, who is also out due to injury, but he is not playing at all during the All-Star break. Now moving on to the reserves for the Eastern Conference, Jaylen Brown out of Boston, Joel Embiid out of Philly, DeMar DeRozan out of Chicago, Julius Randle out of New York, Drew Holiday out of Milwaukee, Bam Adebayo out of Miami, Pascal Siakam out of Toronto. Those are the reserves for the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference is stacked. Again, I really don't know why they didn't put Trae Young in the Eastern Conference roster. I don't know why they didn't do it. Moving on to the Western Conference reserves, it is Shea Alexander from the Oklahoma City Thunder, Damian Lillard out of the Blazers, Paul George out of the Clippers, Lauri Markkanen, I started his name, out of Utah, Ja Morant out of Memphis, Jaren Jackson Jr. out of Memphis, Sabonis out of Sacramento, Anthony Edwards out of Minnesota, and he is on injury replacement, so he won't be playing, and De'Aaron Fox out of injury replacement as well. Those are the lineups for the All-Star Game. Now, I think it will be high scoring as it usually is. It's always high scoring. But I'm going to take the Western Conference here. The Western Conference looks loaded as well. I don't think that the Western Conference has a bunch of shooters on the roster, whereas the Eastern Conference has all the players who like to go inside and score inside. That is why I'm going to take the Western Conference. They have a ton of shooters, and they will win the All-Star Game. And for the Rising Stars game, Jabari Smith's team will come out on top for the NBA All-Star Game. So that is what I am predicting is going to happen during the NBA All-Star Game. Let me know what you think about the video and the starters in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Turn that bell on. We do post daily content, so make sure to share that content as well. Be sure to hit the like button, all of that good stuff. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, let me know what you think about the video in the comments down below. And it is Ant-Man week, so Ant-Man week is coming. Quantumania is here. It is coming out tonight. I will be seeing it tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. I can't wait to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It is going to be a heck of a movie, rather, not a game. It's going to be a heck of a movie. Can't wait to see Kang the Conqueror, MODOK, hopefully the Fantastic Four in there as well. But let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn that bell on, and thank you all so much for watching, and peace.